Why is integrating BIA findings with risk assessments so challenging? Imagine trying to put together a puzzle where each piece comes from a different box. That's what integrating business impact analysis findings with risk assessments can feel like. Both are vital for building strong organizational resilience and planning for business continuity, but they often don't fit together easily. First, these two processes focus on different things. A business impact analysis looks at what happens if a disruption occurs. It identifies which business functions are most critical and how long they can go without functioning before damage occurs. It's all about impact and recovery priorities. On the other hand, risk assessments focus on what threats or vulnerabilities might cause those disruptions. They evaluate the likelihood of threats like cyberattacks, natural disasters, or equipment failures. Because they focus on different questions, their data and metrics don't always align smoothly. Second, the scope and level of detail can be very different. Business impact analyses can range from broad overviews of entire departments to very detailed process-level evaluations. If the analysis is too broad, it might miss key dependencies. If it's too detailed, it can overwhelm teams with information. Risk assessments also vary. Some look at specific threats, while others consider broader vulnerabilities. Matching these levels of detail so they tell a cohesive story is often tricky. Third, data quality and availability pose challenges. Business impact analyses depend on accurate, current data about processes, dependencies, and recovery times. But this information can be incomplete or outdated. Risk assessments relying on threat intelligence, vulnerability data, and probability estimates, which can change quickly or be uncertain. Combining these different data sources requires careful reconciliation, which isn't always straightforward. Fourth, organizational differences add complexity. Business impact analyses need input from many departments to understand impacts fully. Risk assessments often involve security, and risk teams. These groups may speak different languages, have different priorities, and hold different views on risk tolerance. Getting everyone to agree and share data can be a challenge. From a crisis management point of view, this integration difficulty matters a lot. If organizations can't connect impact data with risk insights, they might prepare for unlikely events or overlook critical vulnerabilities. This weakens their ability to respond effectively when a crisis hits. To overcome these challenges, organizations should set up clear communication channels between teams working on business impact analysis and risk assessments. Using standardized frameworks and tools that link impact categories to risk categories can help. Focusing on critical business functions identified in the business impact analysis during risk evaluations ensures relevant threats are prioritized. Regularly updating both assessments to reflected changes in processes and threats keeps the data current. Involving stakeholders from different parts of the organization early and often builds shared understanding and improves data quality. In the end, connecting business impact analysis findings with risk assessments is a balancing act. It requires effort, coordination, and clear processes. But doing so makes an organization more resilient, better prepared, and ready to handle disruptions with confidence.